Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our weekly wellness catch up for Wellness Wednesday here on the Corporate Wellness Program. I'm sorry I can't be there in person. I just wanted to jump on board to see if we can get some healthy eating tips for you. And I just wanted to talk about 10 great healthy eating habits and other lifestyle habits that will also help raise your energy. And don't worry if you can't face them all at once. Um, you can follow the steps anytime that you like, and they're just going to be here for you to maybe even do one at a time, but stay consistent and give it a go. So, my tip number one is to drink more water. Now, you've probably heard it before that our bodies are made of 70 to 80% water, and it's the main component of our blood and body fluids. So it's really vital for maintaining our correct body temperature as well. And you only need to be about a few percent dehydrated, and our productivity actually drops. So staying hydrated, okay, is a really great way. You want to aim about 1.2 to 2 liters of water a day. So that's my tip number one, drink more water. My tip number two is to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. We actually want to get a really nice wide variety because the more variety we have of fruits and vegetables, the more variety naturally we get of vitamins and minerals. And we really want to get that variety of vitamins and minerals naturally into the body because all of the fruits and the vegetables and many colors of them have pigments in them. And these pigments are carotenoids and flavonoids, which are really powerful antioxidants, and they provide significant protection for our body as well. Yes, you're taking noni fruit, and noni has the noni fruit, the grape, and the blueberry in there. Three fantastic superfoods that you want to be having. But also, when you're meal planning, make sure you're getting the variety of foods as well. So, my tip number two is eat plenty and a variety of fruits and vegetables. My tip number three is to buy organic food where possible. Now, I know this can be really difficult, but what I want to say here is if you eat a lot of one particular kind of fruit or vegetable, like potatoes or apples or, I don't know, grapefruits, then just those fruits and vegetables that you eat a lot of, make sure that they're low chemical or organic where possible. Because there's so many different types of pesticides and chemicals in our food chain, and these chemicals can build up in the body, okay? And then when they build up in the body, then sometimes our energy levels can be low. So my tip number three is buy organic produce where possible. Now, my tip number four is to consume fish and fish oils. Now, this is going to provide us with all of the essential fatty acids that we need, like the omega-3, the omega-6. These are really essential because our body doesn't make its own omega-3 essential fatty acids. And the main place that we get those from is from oily fish. So make sure you're having oily fish in your diet. If you're vegetarian or vegan or just don't like fish, then make sure you're getting a lot of nuts and seeds in your diet as well. Because these fish oils, again, help to neutralize any harmful free radicals that are in our body. And free radicals are those highly reactive molecules that, rips sort of parts off of a healthy molecule, such as our DNA. So often this can lead to us having low energy. So again, we want to have enough essential fatty acids in our diet. So my tip number four is to consume fish and fish oils, or of course, we have amazing products that can help with that and potentially in your market as well. Now, my tip number five is to cut down on dairy products. You don't need to stop them. You just maybe need to cut down on them. because there's a lot of research that shows that cow's milk might be good for baby cows, but it can actually prevent the absorption of some minerals such as zinc or which is necessary for the vitamin C absorption. And we want to have the body absorbing all of these wonderful vitamins and minerals with the variety of food that you're now going to be eating as well. Okay, so also some dairy products, may have found to have hormones, antibiotics, toxins, and pesticides, all again, which can harm the body, not once when you have it or twice, but over many years. This accumulates in the body. And, so that can be an issue again. And again, we have some good cleanse detox products that could help with that. But finally, you might be saying, well, what about the calcium? I drink milk for the calcium. Well, you really want to be getting the calcium from the same source that the cows get it, green leafy vegetables. So cows, for cows, the plants are grass. And for us, ours are green leafy vegetables. And again, if you want to have more calcium, we also have some supplements that might be able to, in your market, that might be able to help as well. So that is my tip number 5, which is cut down on dairy. My tip number 6 is to cut down on sugar and saturated fats. Now, sugars can have a devastating effect on the body. It can imbalance the levels of minerals. It can disrupt the functioning of our glands. It can suppress our immune system. So, but equally destructive are saturated fats. And these animal fats in meat and dairy, as well as junk food and processed foods and fast food, can actually have an end product of their digestion is free radicals. So remember that free radical damage we need to try to stop and, have the body free from all these toxins. So my tip number 6 is to cut down on saturated fats and sugar. My tip number 7 is to avoid food additives, especially coloring agents and artificial sweeteners. So, look, the supermarkets are always adding additives to stop the growth of food poisoning bacteria. Okay. And that is very helpful. And the majority of other additives are also used in cosmetic products as well. So, additives like giving food more color, or giving it a stronger taste, a sweeter taste, a creamier taste. Those, unfortunately, those additives are bad for the body, all right? And can actually, over time, cause a few health problems, like asthma is a big one. Rashes on your skin is another one. Hyperactivity, in children. So there's many certain food additives. Please read the label and try to avoid where possible. So my tip number 7 is avoid food additives, especially coloring agents and harmful chemicals. So my tip number 8 is to reduce the intake of salt. So, really we can get all the salt or sodium that we need naturally from the ingredients in our food. But unfortunately, it's the extra sodium that we shake, onto our food, the salt at the table, or maybe you like ketchup, or some other sauces, soya sauce, very high again in salts. So, we want to try to reduce that as much as possible because it can affect our heart and it can cause heart disease and strokes and high blood pressure. Again, all of this will affect your energy. So just watch your salt intake as well. My tip number 9, okay, is to strive for an alkalizing diet. Now, I really like to use the low GI diet. On the Slenderize program, we have an approved food list. If you need the approved food list, we will put it into the chat. and you can look through the foods and choose from there. We want to keep our blood sugar levels even, but also we don't want to have that extra acid in our body. So the approved food list also cuts down on acid forming foods like alcohol, cakes, chocolate, coffee, fizzy drinks, potato chips, sugary drinks. All of those things are also acid forming. Now, when we eat those acid forming foods, what happens is our body takes the calcium from the bone and the magnesium from the muscle to neutralize the acid. Okay. We don't want any good minerals like calcium from our bones and magnesium from our muscles being taken. Okay, so again, this is another reason why we do this. So tip number 9, strive for a low glycemic alkaline diet. So finally, my tip number 10, yes, take a regular supplement. So, look, we work for the best supplement company in the world here at Partner Co. Okay. But sometimes, we're busy. We might skip meals. We might not meal plan properly. We might not get the variety of food giving us the variety of vitamins and minerals. So it's really wonderful if you can take the supplements. Yes, you are on the Noni challenge right now, and that's wonderful. Okay, but if you have a multivitamin in your market, you also might want to take a look at filling in all the gaps that you might have with your nutrition while we're starting the corporate wellness to make sure all of those gaps are taken care of. So I want you to thank you for joining us today. Really quick 10 tips to a healthy lifestyle, healthy diet. And if you need any help, please put your questions into the chat because tomorrow I'm going to be back and I'll be able to answer all of those as well. Anyway, thank you so much and have a great week. Bye.